The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Try to get it to the edge. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Buckeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little...
He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
And And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Pulls it in, it's Knight. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run the counter. Breaks into the open. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover 2, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel on the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk.
Turning it on! Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Good game. I gotta go.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows. Good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not...
It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over and establish time to figure out where on the coaching staff? Now for the fun part. Congratulations. It's time.
You don't need a speaker. Your phone's real volume is loud. I'm about to show you a secret of the Android industry that is to the field. Replicate get rid problem.
Carson in the backfield, the handoff. Yeah, and that's a lot that you're looking at on the defensive side of the ball. Johnson is time pitching to the outside. Only one is going to be seen through.
Just messing around with the dynasty, playing with the other people from Arkansas. What are you doing?
Backfield once again gets the handoff. Through. Pirouettes in motion. They go to Carson. Doesn't pick up many, so a solid stop here. It's Johnson. He is set to pass. Johnson looking at the corner route. Sails it over the head. Going to backfield by Tariq Isominc. Last year's Patriot League Rookie of the Year. Breaks a couple of tackles for forward. There's going to be a gain of 11 on them. Here are your highlighted receivers. Returns to 4 passing touchdowns, and right on cue, they 3 receivers at the top of your screen. Quick strike here. Rucker this time goes to tight end Charlie Rucker.
That's exactly right. They definitely lacked some inexperience back there. If this coaching staff, this defensive staff was excited to let these guys go play and earn their stripes today.
2nd and 7. Rucker. In the pocket, and he is dropped from the rain that's going through your mind.
Yeah, if you're a Rucker here, you got to be smart, right? Take care of the ball. Can't have a turnover here in this position. Take a completion. Sometimes a punt's not the end of the world.
Officially, receiver at the top. Rucker hanging on to it in the pocket, trying to come back for it. Can't get the completion. Well, good catch. It's a encouraging talk on the sideline. Inside, Kate Harris this time bouncing to the outside. It's picked on first down. Johnson pitch. Through spinning. Gets hit ball forward. Got through and Carson in the backfield now. Johnson keeps it, finds a hole, left it forward. Where's thin, especially in this altitude. Johnson is not going to look at that. Man, they're wide open. The Falcons 40 yards there. And then they go for the haymaker through the air.
I'm sorry, did you say something? I asked you, what are you doing now?
Jacob Medina.
Did you want to play the game? It's up to you.
Excellent play and a type that'll get the sideline going. And now Bucknell will take the field. Ralph Rucker begins his 2nd series, and everything we do has purpose. Rucker.
Early, right? I did the quarter.
Jacob Medina. Well, that's the sack. To stop their drive. Counting. They look for a hole. That's a big time hit. Oh, you love to see it. Special teams being special. That was an excellent play and a type that'll get the sideline going. And now Bucknell will take the field. Ralph Rucker begins his 2nd series, and everything we do has purpose. Rucker back to throw. Same pocket collapsing. Rucker can't get out of there. They're playing more conservative on the rush and try to give Harris a chance to return. And Harris is going to get a look at this stumble. Cuts the field, moving to his right. Wrestled down near the 30 now underneath center for the Falcons. They go to the ground once again. And sure you're ready and you're following on the heels of somebody that just threw a 40-yard touchdown. Play action. Zarka down the field. Has Robertson open. Robertson surrounded by a herd of Bison. They go to the ground once again. Short little handoff. Gain of about 1 yard. Fighting so badly in some of that play action. Tom Fuller in routine, but here it is once again. More play action. Zarka this time has to just avoid the rush. He looks to get Harris. With ground. Just again. In the backfield. The pitch to the outside. Racing towards the end zone. Touchdown. 9 yards on the carry for Cade Harris.
Gets any better this 2025 season.
Harris goes down the yard. 5 plays. 61 yards. Field gives them some rest and see what they can do. 2nd and 6. Rucker.
With over 500 million items, Walmart has everything you need to completely make over your backyard this year.
Dad, what do you think?
He loves it.
Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Falcons about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Judicials offense comes onto the field first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys go to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch around the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Air Force Falcons offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and... starters, QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves it with 3rd and 3. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The option look. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff.